You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah.
Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Flushed out right. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And it'll be intercepted. intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. That one a first down pickup of 8. Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Here we go with Michel. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Running on first down, Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. It's Eckler again. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
He'll buy some time right. Looking downfield for Kelce. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, usually when you get a right-footed kicker on the right hash, his goal is to draw the ball back to the middle. But this time, it doesn't move at all. He ends up missing off to the right.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll find Everett there complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. Taken in at the 11. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They go play fake. Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Toney. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And again, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Rolling to his right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sky Moore, 33 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Mahomes will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over first and 10. The Chiefs offense set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9. Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Once more, here's Eckler. They find some open field here. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Justin Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Herbert. This will be caught just inside the 10. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Sony Michel taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. But there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. force some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is...